Hi guys, welcome to this channel of my first trial of making an homemade ice cream. So stay tuned and I'm going just to mention the ingredients. It's whipping cream, milk, sugar, essence of your choice, food color of your choice. And as for me, today I'm making a vanilla and a chocolate ice cream, so I'm not going to use any food color for the vanilla, and for the chocolate I'm going to use MAC coffee. So stay tuned as I take you step by step. And it's my first attempt, so I'm going to use really small amounts of each, as in the right amount, but I'm going to make just a small ice cream to see the results first. So the first thing that you do is make a condensed milk, and this is adding your milk to a cooking pan and the sugar that you have measured. So here I'm using 250 mils of milk and also 250 mils of whipping cream and half a cup of sugar. So I add my milk and sugar as I'm showing you, and then I'm going to stir it for some minutes until all the sugar pellets disappear. So you really want to make a really fine condensed milk, and you actually leave it for around 15 to 20 minutes until you see it's awesome, or whatever word you want to use. But the video may not be clear because I'm making this oven at night, because it should stay in the freezer overnight. So stay tuned. I hope it's clear. After making this condensed milk, you're going to let it cool. So I'm just trying to go very slow, step by step, so that you don't miss out. And as the milk is cooling, we'll be on the other side, you will be preparing your whipping cream, and I'm just going to show you. So as for me, I didn't have a whisker, and if you don't have a whisker, you know that the only option you have is actually beating the whipping cream until it forms peaks. But as for this case, I thought whipping the whipping cream will be a little bit hard. So you'll see as the video continues, I opted to use a blender. So it actually has the same amazing results. Stay tuned. In the rest of the video, I'm going to show you. You're gonna let it boil until it comes up, while also you're stirring, because you want it to be really condensed. Okay, yes, it's actually forming nicely. So if you're a lover of ice cream, you really need to know how to make ice cream, because since I've learned how to make ice cream, I'll never miss out. I'll just be making ice cream, like every time there is no ice cream, I'll just be making my own ice cream. And then I have other amazing videos you can go and watch. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. As I mentioned before, you let the condensed milk to cool, and as it's cooling, on this other side I have my whipping cream that is also 250 mils. It should be equal amounts of whipping cream and equal amounts of milk. So if you're using 500 mils of milk, it should be 500 mils of whipping cream, and sugar should also be added, like it should be 1 cup for 500. So I tried beating the whipping cream and it was not really working, so I opted for a blender, as I had mentioned before, and the blender really did amazing job. So I used the blender in place of a whisker, and in the power buttons you put the list of it. If it's 1 2 3, you put 1 so that it doesn't go away. So I'm going to show you how it appeared after I had blended it. I tried covering so that it doesn't spill out, and then I open so that it's visible. But as you can see, it's working the same as a whisker, even though whiskers does amazing job, but it's the same result, so it will form peaks. And then, because I want to make 2 types of ice cream with these ingredients, I'm going to separate the whipping cream into 2. Half of it is going to make the vanilla ice cream, and half of it is going to make the chocolate ice cream. So I'm just going to separate like some half for ice cream, for vanilla, half for chocolate. And the blender worked really amazing. So if you don't have a whisk, it will not limit you in making an ice cream. If you have a blender, you can opt to use the blender, or you can also opt to beat the ice cream, the whipping cream I mean, and that's really hard because if it's a lot, it's going to use a lot of energy. But as you can see, it's forming peaks. Peaks is when it's starting to harden, and then you see it's even starting to look like the ice cream itself. So it's really done well. So I repeated it so that it can form more peaks, and I divided it into 2 as I had said, so that I can make 2 flavors. So if you're making a strawberry ice cream, you need to use strawberry essence and a pink food color. I think in my next video I'll do a strawberry ice cream, and it's going to be in large amounts because the results were amazing. So I'm like, yeah, I need to do another video of really big amount of ice cream and maybe strawberry where I put food color. So wait for the next video. And I also divided the milk into 2. Half of it is going to make the vanilla ice cream, and half of it is going to make the chocolate ice cream. And the reason as to why I'm doing this is because I want to add different flavors in each bowl. So this one is my chocolate part, so I'm going to add the chocolate essence, and the other one is for vanilla. I'm using 2 different spoons so that I don't mix flavors. And for vanilla, I'm going to add vanilla essence, and for the chocolate, I'm going to add coffee instead of brown food color. If you can add brown food color, it's okay, but I thought coffee will just add the flavor to be more amazing. And for this one, I added the chocolate. Now this one is the chocolate and the other one is vanilla, so I added the other essence. So the vanilla is just going to be like that white. I don't think there is a white food color, maybe there is, but I just wanted it to be plain. And for chocolate, as you can see, I've added the coffee, and I'm going to stir it until it's just really blended in, until the pellets are totally dissolved. And as for the blending part, because they all have to go inside a blender, if you have a whisker, you use it. But in the blending part, I'm going to put the vanilla first because it's white. You don't want to add chocolate in, and then it will just make the blender brown. So I'm going to start with the vanilla, and you see the pellets are completely dissolved. and the vanilla is here. It's very pure white, very plain. So I'm going to add it to the blender and mix it thoroughly so that everything can mix in together. So I'm trying to show you the difference in color. You have the chocolate and the vanilla, and here I'm going to add the half whipping cream that I had blended before, and I'm going to add the vanilla milk or the vanilla solution, and as I'm showing you, I'm going to use the minimum power to blend in and make sure that everything is blended in completely. So after I've blended it, I'm going to add the chocolate and the whipping cream that was left, half of it, and blend it also. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, give a thumbs up, like, support me, and I'll be really grateful. And as I mentioned before, the video might be a little bit dark because I did it at night. I wanted it to stay overnight so that I can show you the results in the morning. So you blend till it's totally blended, and you can see it's also forming a little bit of peaks. And this is my other half of whipping cream, and I'm going to add the chocolate solution or the chocolate mixture, and I am also going to blend it as I've blended the vanilla. You know, if you love ice cream, you should actually try this. It's very simple. I was like, can I make ice cream at home? Until a friend gave me this recipe and I loved the results. So this is my results for chocolate, and you can see the color, the chocolate and the vanilla, you can see the difference in color. So the next thing is you put in an airtight container whereby you're going to put it in the freezer. So if you want to separate so that it looks like different flavor, you can slide the container. As you can see, it's mixing all of it, but if you want it to see a change, you can slide the container so that everything, the chocolate can go on one side and the vanilla on the other side, or you can use two separate containers, but I just wanted to mix. As you can see, I slided the container, if that's a good English, and it appeared white on the other side and the brown on the other side, and you seal it and put it in the freezer overnight. So the next day it was frozen and it was very yummy. Yeah, this is the results. Actually, it was tasty and like it tasted like any other ice cream that you buy in the shop. So everyone should try this. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give a thumbs up, share, try this at home, and I hope you stay tuned. So subscribe and click the notification button. Thanks for watching and God bless.